Are they Nigerians or not? It's a continuous question in discussions on the clash between farmers and herdsmen, especially in many incidences of attacks in communities and loss of lives. Since fingers have been pointing mostly in the direction of the Fulani people, Big Story visited a Fulani community to get their perspective on this issue of alleged attacks by Fulani herdsmen. That's our story this week. You're welcome. I'm Amy Thompson. In Chukum local government area of Kaduna State in northwest Nigeria, a typical setting of a Fulani community is in the outskirts of the area called Millennium City. Traditionally, a community is made up of at least a handful of different families, as is in this case. The families here have also continued in the traditional means of sustenance, farming for most of their food. One of the produce from their farm is corn, which is dried and grounded into flour for one of their staple food, tuwo. Mr. Abdullahi Haruna is not the pioneer of this community. He says even his grandfather grew up in this community.
My grandparent, my father, my grandfather, they was born of them. Then we grown up here together with them here. So even me, they give birth me in this place community. They even bury them. Where our burial ground is somewhere around close to our community here. Actually, I don't have any problem being staying here as a Fulani, and I'm proud to be a Fulani person. If I have a problem, I sort it out within our family, and I don't have anything, like I say, any dangerous mental something that our people are condemning, are saying that we are very bad people. Apart from this stick that I hold in here with my hand now, I don't have anything that is complicated that's going to spoil my career or to spoil anything pertaining Fulani reputation in our culture.
Although the families farm for their food, their main source of livelihood is cattle rearing.
Actually, this cow is just like a protection for us, because that's why we're even encouraging people to go and be rearing cattle. If I have something critical and emergency that is more than the milk we are selling to give it to our wife to go and sell it in the market, or Frada Nono, I can go and sell my goat. If the thing is above goat money, I can go and sell the cows so that I can solve the problem.
His brother, Sani Haruna, does more of handling the cows, which belongs to all members of the family.
Actually, I just wake up in the morning and check them. After checking them, I'll have to go and get milk on them. Then the milk I have to give it to my wives or my sisters or my mother to go to town and sell it. When they come back, then before they come back, at least we are coming back at the same time around 6-7 p.m. in the evening. When I carry them to where they normally sleep, then me too, I have to go and sleep. Then till another morning.
It's his responsibility to ensure that the cows are well fed. This involves leading them to green pastures, a job which he says has its risks.
Those Fulani herdsmen is not a real Fulani. The truth about the matter is that they doesn't have a base. All they after, like, if you ask them where they come from, they will not tell you. If you catch them, they will not tell you they are real bees. We are not praying to be meeting with that kind of people, because even us too, they are hunting us. In fact, they hunt us, they hunt our cows, they will kill us and carry our cow, run away with our cows. They will join them together with their own. So a real Fulani could not do that kind of thing to kill somebody, not even his own culture person. A real Fulani, it doesn't belong to somebody. Like if somebody going to plant his farm, to go and enter his farm to eat his all what he planted for, his crops. Actually, I was praying for those people, that those bad people spoiling the nation, we call them spoiling the nation, to be in a good shape, and our government to put hand to help us to pitch them out in us, because many of people, they are thinking we are bad people. All of us Fulani, we are bad people. Well, we are not.
One daily benefit of the cows is the milk. It's extracted for one of the delicacies of the Fulani people, fura de nunu.
Come on, tell you. Wow.
There are, however, some members of the Fulani clan who have left the traditional means of earning a living. Ibrahim Dada falls into this category. He has embraced the entertainment world, but he's equally worried about the growing negative impression of the Fulani tribe. He's quick to distance his tribe from the recent attacks, which has been recorded in different parts of Nigeria.
Actually, those people that have been attacking people, killing people, robbing people, I don't think they are a real Fulani. A real Fulani, if like you keep this in for like 100 years, if he's in this room or in this office, I don't think that Fulani is going to talk that thing or looking at him. That's a real Fulani. That's why we got to know a real Fulani and a fake Fulani. And a fake Fulani, he can do something bad thing to you. Like you just come back, come in the umbrella of Fulani. Yeah, my Fulani too. I speak Fulani. Maybe I say Nyola. Like maybe I say in Lagos, I speak Yoruba, I'm Yoruba. That's how good people know. Yeah. And some of them are part of our neighboring country. They just come in an umbrella of, I'm a Fulani. I speak Fulani and I have cows. So I snatch cows from other people. So I'm a Fulani too. Yeah. Normally those people, we call them Rivan Talampra. In our housa, we call them Rivan Talampra. Do you know what the meaning of Rivan Talampra? Is a profit gaining when you go and sell Fulani nono. And what the secret about that is that most likely you find out a real Fulani is not even a real Fulani, because you find out if a married woman go to market with a Fulani nono on in the result of she want to sell the Fulani, then she just sell herself to make God, to laborers, to so many useless people. So that son, when they get son on that within that period, that son is found out son is showing his dad hand. He's even slapping his dad, which means he's not a real son. A real son cannot slap his dad or cannot abuse his dad. You find out the boy start taking something that highness, something goes just pies his head, like India hen, we all that kind of stuff, start taking it. Then at the end, you find out the boy turned to armed robbers. Yeah. So that's most likely that what is happening.
His perception is corroborated by retired Colonel Shobo Najid, who said he served in the north during his active days in the army.
3 or 4 different types of Fulanis in Nigeria. And we have those ones that are from Niger. Those are the ones that are the most wickedest you can think about. We call them the Sulubawas. And they are the ones that rear cattle that have torn horns. And if you see them, you know that these people, they are deadly. So those ones, there's nothing you can do about them. They are from Niger. Those are the people that were from his disbanded army, who were thrown out of the barrack without the army, without the nation collecting their weapons from them. Rather than them carrying the stick, they now resorted to cattle rearing with their weapons, which they got from the government, because there was no government that was checking them to recover those arms from them. If you look at history, you discover that the Nigerian Fulani men, they are not troublemakers. We do exercise with them. Each time we go on foreign, I have 25 cattle in Kebbi State, because I was a commanding officer there, and now the cattle I have, I left them there. It's under the control of somebody. And in Bauchi, I have 12 cattle. I give them to a cattle rearer, and my cattle are there. So the Nigerian cattle rearers, they are not the troublemakers. Those ones, they are itinerant people. They are always moving. So they don't have a settlement. And the government should be able to integrate them into the system. Before now, they are already integrated into the system, because anywhere the Fulani man goes to, they are accepted in the community, and nobody antagonizes them. It is when the foreign Fulani men started infiltrating into Nigeria that we started having this problem of militancy and armed banditry.
The origin of attackers is irrelevant to most residents of Benue and Nasarawa State, as hundreds have been reportedly killed in attacks by alleged Fulani herdsmen. Although not a lot is heard from them, the Fulani community says it's not immune to the troubles which other Nigerians complain about, as it's connected to insecurity. They have just devised ways to handle the matter headlong.
And being in this rural area, we are facing a lot of challenges. As being a leader of commander of Miyetti Allah, we are in charge of like bringing all the armed robbers, go and meet them where they are. Like the one that is still some other people's cows, we have to go and get it and return it back to the owner. Most of them, like, they will just come on the umbrella of their Fulani, but they are not a real Fulani. In fact, they come from Niger, some part of our neighboring country. Yeah, they come from part of our neighboring country, like Niger, Cameroon. They just come on the umbrella of their Fulani. Some of them, they are TV, they are different religions, they are different culture. Is not really Fulani, because some of them that we catch of them, some of them they are still on the prison now. Some of them they repent, they say they are born again, they are not going to repeat it again. So some of them they are still at the police station, some of them they are at the prison, some of them they have repented now.
But this scenario is normal of any community in the country.
Well, our relationship with the Fulani community and the Fulani herdsmen is not different from our relationship from other communities in Kaduna. They are part of the community that made up the multicultural and multilingual societies in Kaduna State. So we have a long history of mutual understanding, peaceful coexistence between the Fulani herdsmen and our security agencies. Among them are peacemakers, peace lovers, and great statesmen. However, like any other developing society, the Fulani community is not different. We used to receive complaints time to time about incidences of minor and major crimes committed, just like any other community, the Hausa, the Yoruba, Igbo, and any other community within Kaduna State.
In neighboring Kano State, where there's also a large settlement of Fulani people, the challenge of clashes between herdsmen and farmers is hardly mentioned.
Fulani herdsmen and farmers or Fulani herdsmen attack, I think we don't have it here somehow. Maybe because they are interwoven. The herdsmen are virtually the farmers, and the farmers are also virtually the herdsmen. So we don't have such a problem here, actually. Clashes between the herdsmen and the farmers, or herdsmen attacking farmers or communities. We don't have it here at all.
But this is not to say that there are no security issues.
It's not that when they have now realized that is the hoodlums, the miscreants, when they have realized that the issue of cattle rustling is no longer profitable because of the strategies put in place, anytime maybe they steal these cows, they are always intercepted. So what now they resorted to is that they will kidnap owners of these cattle, demand for ransom. It will be the owners that will now sell the cows, then pay ransom for their release.